Okay, this is the contact and lead management video. Once you're logged into ScoreBig.online, let me get rid of my face here. You'll want to go down to the contact section at the bottom left, open up that drop-down menu, click on the top option here, the contacts and smart lists, and you're going to want an Excel sheet or a CSV document of all of your contacts and your leads. I have an example here of a Google Sheet, and at the very least, you're going to want these first four columns, which is first and last name. Make sure those are separated, and then email and phone number. You'll notice the phone number formats. I have all different types of formats. As long as you have all 10 digits there, the system will recognize it as a phone number, and you'll be just fine. It'll work. Then there's a fifth column here that I highly recommend you add. It's not completely necessary, but I recommend it. It's tags, and it allows you to kind of organize your contacts. And for this example here, for a property management company, I have example tags for tenant, owner, prospect. You could also utilize multiple tags. Just make sure they're separated by a comma. So for this example, Sarah Brown, she's an owner. She's also a high priority client. Maybe you do high priority or HP or whatever you'd want to use. Once you have all of your contacts organized this way in a spreadsheet, if you're using Google Sheets as I am here, just click on File, Download, and make sure you save as comma-separated values or a CSV sheet. And then we'll go right back into our system here. Alrighty, and now to upload the contacts or to import them, you're going to click on this down arrow icon here to import contacts. And you can select the file by clicking this green button. I have my file right here at the bottom left. I'm going to go ahead and click and drag and drop. All right, so now it's matching the fields. So it's looking at the document fields or the column names, and it's looking at the columns that we could utilize. It all looks like it matched. If for whatever reason on your end it did not, you could always click on the drop down here and find the data point that you're looking for. And I'm going to go ahead and click continue. Now it's looking at the top row of my contacts, just making sure that the fields are matching. I could look at another sample, Everything looks just fine, so I'm going to go ahead and click continue. We always recommend you utilize this top option here, update the data and document, but only for the fields that are empty. But let's say you can utilize the other options if you want. Just know that you may be creating multiple contacts for the same people. So I'll go ahead and click continue. The last step here is to add any additional tags. An example I could think of here is maybe today's date. If you're going to be uploading contacts here once a week, once a month, something like that, and you want to know when they were created, I think you actually have that data in the contacts. So it's any other additional tags. Maybe you could upload one, or in this example, I'm not going to add anything as I don't think it's necessary. But if you could think of a reason on your end to do that, you could do that. And I'll show you exactly how you utilize the tags. So now we have all the contacts uploaded. One thing I'll mention is the reason why these numbers look a little funky is because my test business account here for this video is actually in the UK. So your account will be set in your time zone, so that will not happen. Okay, so let's say we want to sort by owner tags, right? We want to see how many owners we have in here. So I'm just going to go ahead and add a filter. And let's go to tags. Okay, so now I'm in the tag filter. So I'm going to have to select a tag. And here's one of my tags, owner. Now it's popping up only the owner tags that I have. Or if I wanted to do high priority, so on and so forth. That's how you utilize the tags. Let's say you want to open up. Let me refresh this real quick just so I can get all the contacts. Now this part of my video, it's going to kind of bleed into the conversations video, but I won't get too into that because I am going to have a completely separate video for that. But let's say you want to open up the Michael Floyd contact here. I'll click on that. And you're going to have all of your contacts information here. You could And this is another thing I should add is these sections here can be columns in your spreadsheet that you uploaded. If you have a date of birth, you could also go into general info here, business name, street address, city, country. You could add all this stuff in here. Additional info, you can go in here and add whatever you want for additional info. Yeah, that's basically it. I think that's all you really need to know for now on how to manage the contacts. Oh, another thing I'll mention is, let me go back in there. As I'm sure you noticed in the middle of the screen or on the right, you could actually either send a text message, SMS, or an email. So we'll have to set that up in your account to set up a phone number and make sure your email address is synced to your account. We'll have that set up. And yeah, you'd be able to contact them through here. But as I said, I am going to create a completely separate video to go over the conversations, which is this tab at the top here. But that is it for this video. Hope this helped.